Hi, Andy here from Energon Solutions. Today we're going to run through the EDO external battery for the iPad and other devices there. So let's have a look inside the box and run through what you get with the EDO. So let's open it up here. So the EDO, here we go, here's the EDO external battery. This is an 8000 milliamp battery pack for powering your iPad or tablet computer or anything like that, iPhone. You know, it has about the same capacity as the iPad 2 at around 8000 milliamps, so you can expect a full charge from this. Now, you know, these things are becoming really useful these days because what with all the apps and stuff that you can run on the iPad, you know, they quote a 10 hour battery life for the iPad, but realistically, if you're using kind of, you know, a lot of browsing, watching films, stuff like that on the train or wherever you may use it, you'll find that the battery, you know, does knock its way down fairly quickly when you're in use. So that's why this sort of thing has come about. Basically, allows you to recharge on the go without being near a wall outlet. So it's just a nice way of just getting some extra power into your devices. So if we have a look at the end of the device, you can see the connectors. Now you've got basically two USB connectors on the end of it, two sockets. You know, you can notice the one on the left, it's a high power one. You can use that for fast charging your iPhone, or you can use it for, obviously, you need to use that one for charging the iPad because it takes a little bit more power than the others. You've got interestingly, you've got an output on the left hand side, which is switchable, so you can have 8.4, 9 or 12 volts. Now for the majority of people, you probably won't need to worry too much about that. The USB tends to sort of fit most devices. And on the other side, you've got the input. So that's for charging the actual EDO external battery itself. So looking around on the front of the unit, we've got a power button on here. It's really straightforward to use because it's just one simple button. So you literally push that. That goes into a sort of mode there where it shows you very briefly, it's turned off there, just how much power you've got left. You can see we've been using this one a little bit, so there's a couple of bars of batteries. So it's very sort of easy to understand, just like you would, you know, with your notebook or iPad. You can understand, you know, how much power you've got left there. Now if you hold the button down on it, what happens is it will turn on, and then you keep clicking, you can cycle the voltages. Now that's only relevant to the output, where it says 8.4, 9 and 12 volts there, so you don't need to worry too much about that. That's effectively on, and you know it will start powering you or charging your devices that way. To turn it off, you just literally hold the button down and it turns off. But I mean, really sleek bit of kit. I mean, it feels great to the touch. It's, if you actually see it on the camera that well, but it's got like a kind of crystal finish where you can see it reflecting in the light a bit there, which looks really nice with the iPad alongside it. So I'll show that with the iPad connected to it, and look how nice it looks together. So that's quite important for iPad users. They want something that looks good. So there you go, and specs and stuff on the back. So that's the unit itself. So move on to what else is in the box here. So we've got basically the instruction manual, very straightforward. We have lots of different sort of connector leads to fit different devices. So, you know, that's effectively the master sort of lead. And then what you get is you get these kind of little end pieces which can fit on. So you can see there's one there. That's like the iPhone one. There's a standard mini USB, another sort of micro USB as well, which is becoming popular on a lot of the phones. And we have different other sort of connectors, a USB sort of female jack there, you know, another standard sort of USB connector there. So there's pretty much, you know, not a lot it won't charge. You know, you can find your way through with the connectors. I'll move on to that power supply in a second. So more connectors there. But actually you get a good sort of lump of connectors there which you can use. There's two instruction sheets in this box, which is helpful. But basically you've got you know, just for charging the unit, it comes with a standard connector. Now, with Energon Solutions in the UK, if you're in the UK, we supply this with a sort of high-level Euro converter. So it's a good way of doing it. Some of the sort of more nasty looking connectors you find when you buy some of this stuff that don't work very well, but these lock in place. They're all sort of certified up as well, so you know there's no danger of any mishaps with those. So that's kind of what's in the box there. So what we'll do now is we'll move on to sort of using it with the iPad. Right, so here we are with the EDO external battery connected to the iPad. There's my iPad 2 there, and basically I've used the standard iPod lead, or iPad lead, the one that comes with all your favourite sort of i stuff, which you know makes it a bit neater. You can use the existing sort of lead bundles that you get with there if you need to, but you know I like to use it with the standard lead for the iPhone. It just keeps everything looking good. So here we go. So we've got this here. Now the easiest way to start sort of charging up is to literally just hold the button down on the front of the EDO. You can see it just bursts into life there. Here the iPad chink there, just showing that it's actually sort of charging. If I have a look at the in my iPad's quite low. I've been been busy using that. So 7% on there, and you can see the little charging icon on there showing that it's actually sort of charging up nicely on that. So basically that is it. I mean, that's how easy it is to use. You know, you can literally just plug it in wherever you are, and it will charge the iPad up and give it that extra boost of power. It's so annoying sometimes when you can't, like in this case exactly, I've just got my iPad out and it's you know, it's only showing 7%. So you know, you get carried away, start using some just watching some films, you know, downloading some stuff online, and you know, everything basically, you know, the battery just starts to eat its way up. So having one of these EDOs on hand is just a great way of just keeping the keeping it charged up. It's pretty slim as well, so I mean you can fit it in the in your bag, whatever you carry your iPad around in. Literally, you know, it will slot in nicely with that. I mean, you can even use this EDO just permanently on trickle charge if you like. You could just leave it connected up in the bag, and then it will just go on to standby and trickle charge it up. That sort of maintains that you're going to get, you know, quite a long duration out of your iPad. I mean, as I said before, it's got a large battery. It's slightly more than the batteries that actually are included in the iPad. So what tends to happen is, you know, you get a good charge, one solid charge from start to end. So from 1% right the way through to 100%, you'll easily get one of those. You'll easily get a full charge on the iPad there. So that is really kind of where we are with it. And I mean, it's a great bit of kit. It's one of these things that once you've had, you can't really sort of live without after. There you go, the EDO external battery for the iPad.